welcome to video number 5. So in our previous video we ran a very simple program on both our PC, which is our laptop, on a smartphone, and then on the Raspberry Pi. In this video we will run a program that is a bit more complex. This program has two functions: the main function, which is always in every program, and then another function which we have defined. So this other function called sum, which we have defined, takes in two parameters and performs an addition operation, a plus b, and then returns the result of this addition back to the main function. So why do we return values? We return values mostly when we want to save the result of a function in another variable, which in this case is total. You can see total is equal to sum 1 and 1. So 1 and 1 is basically sent to a and b, and then this function sums it and then returns the result of a plus b to the main function. And then line 14 then prints the output of prints the value in total, sum of, it says sum of two numbers, and then it prints the result, which should be 2. That is our expected result. So I wouldn't go too deep into how this function works, because that's what we'll be doing in video number 6. I'm just trying to show you that we can run programs on 3 platforms in this video 4, and in video 5. No, this video is video 5, I'm sorry. So yeah, so I'm just trying to show you in video 5 that we can run this function on all 3 platforms. So let's click here, compile and run. Okay, so as you can see, we have our output. We didn't run and then compile, we did everything at once. So you can see this first line, like in our first function, it just includes a library that contains the functions that we need. And then here we declare a variable named total, and we assign a value of 0 to that variable. Then in the next line we'll declare our function. This is normally called the function prototype. So we'll declare it here, but the function definition itself is usually after the main function. It's just that in order for the program to work well, you have to declare the prototype before the main function. So in the main function is where the main tasks happen. So this printf, which means print to the output, this is a basic C program. As you can see here, it prints it right here. This is a basic C program. And then to the variable name total, it assigns the value of 1 plus 1, which is what this function does. It performs 1 plus 1 and then returns the result to this function call right here. It returns the result to it, and then because this function call is assigned to total, the value is stored in total. And then this line prints sum of two numbers %d, which kind of tells the computer that you want to display the value of total at this spot. It then prints sum of two numbers, as you can see here, equals 2, because the input is 1 plus 1. So let me close this, and let's say I change this to 2 to show you that it works fully. Let's execute, compile and run. As you can see, the answer is 3. So our program works very well, and next we'll test this program on my phone again, on that same app, the CXX Droid. Please install that app on your phone, or any app that is dedicated to running these programs. These are C programs or C++ program. It should work on any of them. Okay, real quick guys, now we're going to run that exact same code on the smartphone, and let's see how that goes. So I'll go right here and Control A, copy all that program, to show you that we are doing the exact same thing, and paste it right here. Control A and paste. So it's the exact same code. It's nothing different from what we just did previously. And I'll click run. Let's see what happens. Voila! So it worked perfectly. So it shows this is a C program, sum of two numbers, semicolon, or no, colon, then 3. So this program, this is a proof that we can run C programs on multiple platforms. So our next video will be, no, our next exercise will be on the Raspberry Pi. So I will do that in a few seconds. But one thing that I want you guys to notice is that sometimes error could happen, like we saw in video 4. And it's important that you read the message in those errors, because sometimes solving them is just easy. That is part of programming. Every programmer encounters such a problem. So we must, part of learning how to code is learning how to debug. When the program says, oh, something is wrong, you try to see, oh, what's he trying to talk about, and then you debug. That's how I learned pretty much the hard way, because I taught myself. So guys, I hope this inspires you, because you can actually learn, without actually going to school, in my opinion. So guys, let's go right straight to the Raspberry Pi. I'll see you very soon. Hello everyone, welcome to the Raspberry Pi section of video 5. So for those of us that are very observant, you would have noticed that I saved this C program as a C++ file. It's supposed to be saved as a C file, but I saved it as a C++ file. If you don't get what I'm saying, look at this section right here. So .cpp is the extension for C++. .c is the extension for C. But something funny about C++ is that it can compile files that are written in C language. So that's just one massive trick that you have learned, and I hope that you remember it. So let's run the exact same let's do the exact same thing that we did in the last video 4 right here. So let's see, let's change this. We have to change this start delete. Let's call this second basic.cpp. Then it's going to be called second B. So this is what our code is going to be. Hopefully this doesn't give any error as compared to the last one. So let's click enter. So it created second B right here. If you look at this right here, second B has been created. So let me move it here so you can see it better. So you can see second B has been created. So now that second B has been created without no problem, then we can do // as a /, then second B to run that code. Enter, and you can see this is a basic C. This is a C basic program, sum of numbers equal 3. So I've been able to prove to you all that you can run almost every code, on any of these platforms, on your phone, on Raspberry Pi, on your PC. So from the next video, we'll go into an in-depth explanation of each line of code. And yeah, prepare yourself mentally, because it's fun. I mean, if this is what you want to do in life, it's fun. But I mean, everything comes at a price. Nothing comes easily. So guys, if you want to learn programming, you're ready to sit for hours and be ready to put in the work. All right, see you in video 6. Bye, and thank you for staying to the end.